Welcome back to the Mayorverse, everybody. Mayor Reynolds, aka Midnight Mayor here, and today we are talking about Tempest Rising. I've got my hands on this game. This is from 3D Realms, Slipgate Ironworks, and 2B Games, and there's a playable demo of this on Steam right now. And this is a real-time strategy game that harkens back to some of the RTS games of the 90s and the 2000s, most notably the Command and Conquer series and the Red Alert series. You'll notice that it looks like kind of just a slightly darker, in some ways, versions of those games. I loved those games back in the day as a kid. I don't really play RTS games anymore. I haven't really since those days. So when I heard about this game at first, I was super excited, and I played it, and I'm happy to say it really is packed full of that nostalgic feel, that Command and Conquer Red Alert feel, and it really does feel like it's, it's an RTS of old. That's how it feels to me. Everything was very familiar. There weren't really any elements in the demo, at least, that I didn't understand or didn't feel familiar, but it really nailed a vibe that I haven't got, especially from an RTS, because there's not a ton of RTSs that release these days that I haven't experienced in a long time. So first of all, the game, the demo at least, does a very good job of actually setting up an interesting storyline. There was a bunch of very well done cutscenes in it, which really set the tone for the game and almost hinted a sci-fi vibe with the Tempest stuff. It's kind of a post-nuclear world where different factions are fighting over this I guess radioactive material that seems to be found, or this resource that seems to be found within the Earth after this kind of nuclear period. And it almost gave me like a Stranger Things upside down vibe. I don't know where they're gonna take that. I have no clue where the story's gonna go, but they did do a good job setting up the story and making the universe interesting. And the game will have, like those old RTSs of old, multiple campaigns and with multiple factions, and then the multiplayer, of course, as well, with classic RTS multiplayer. And it's interesting because in my mind, there's really two big RTS revival games coming. Both this, Tempest Rising, and Stormgate, which is developed almost, it almost looks a little bit StarCraft-ish, Stormgate does, but we're talking about Tempest Rising today. In the demo, you had your basic infantry units and base building elements, all of which, again, very familiar, felt pretty casual to me, and I enjoyed running through the demo and just, doing some basic objectives, because this is a type of game that, like I said, I haven't played in a really long time. From a visual standpoint, nothing's really going to blow you away. It looks like a basic RTS, even on the higher graphic settings, nothing crazy. What will blow people away, I think, is the soundtrack. The soundtrack in this game, in this demo, all the stuff I've heard from this, because they've released some of the songs on YouTube and so on, is outstanding. It's very 90s, almost. I almost want to compare it to something like Doom. It's not quite as heavy as like Mick Gordon, David Levi, or Andrew Hulshult's Doom music, but it's got bits and pieces of that classic. If you remember, the Command and Conquer and the Red Alert games did have some more rockier soundtracks, and everything here was just really good. It gave the game a nice, gritty, kind of rockin', kind of metal future. And it really gave the game a vibe that I enjoyed. It made me want to be part of the world between, again, this like interesting, potentially sci-fi-ish storyline they got going, the music. I was pretty immersed in what I was doing here. And that's just in the demo. So we don't have a release date for Tempest Rising yet, but it's supposedly planned for 2023. As of the recording of this video, we are in October of 2023, so we don't know if it's going to make it in these last 2 months or get delayed. I'm guessing the monetization of this game, that it will be a standard purchase and play game. I wouldn't expect a game like this with campaigns and so on, classic RTS game design, to be a free-to-play game. But all that stuff's to be determined. I definitely have my eye on this. I haven't played an RTS in forever, but this one, again, both through nostalgia reasons and the really cool vibe, the world that it's set in, the music, I've really got my eye on this one. If you're interested in RTSs at all, or maybe playing your first RTS ever, I think Tempest Rising would be a good starting place for you. Or if you're a fan of the old RTSs like myself, there's a lot to love here. I'm looking forward to diving back in. So enjoy the rest of my gameplay here from my playthrough the demo. Let me know what you think of Tempest Rising down in the description. Definitely go check out the soundtrack, because I promise you, it is good stuff, and I can't wait to hear more. With that said, guys, Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more coverage of more games like this, and make sure you check out Midnightmare, my Dead Drop exclusive channel on YouTube, where I even have a Dead Drop short film. All right, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, guys. See you in the next video. Mayor Reynolds out.
Constructing. Construction complete. New construction options. Constructing.
Affirmative. On it. On the road. Moving. Keep an eye out.
Construction complete. New construction options. Constructing. Construction complete. Constructing.
Come in, command. Affirmative. Moving. Commander, spinning her up.
Construction complete. New construction options. Constructing. Construction complete.
Acknowledge.
New construction options. Commander, we now train grenadiers from the barracks. The satellite uplink will also collect intel passively.
Got it. Off we go. Got it. We're off.
Training. Unit ready. Constructing. Unit ready. Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Moving in. Rifle ready. Roger that. We're off. No problem. Got it. Spinning her up.
Constructing.
Infantry.
Construction complete. Low power. Constructing. Training. Construction complete. Unit ready. Constructing. Unit ready.